dress for the...
And when hemlines go up, so do
even if you wear a miniskirt, with an incredibly lifelike special effects. Today, Pat Collins' curiosity gets the better of him, and he asks the Hollywood Scream Machine just how they do it.
In 1939, at the Paramount Theater, they were showing the movie Dr. Cyclops. Horror film writer Ray Bradbury sneaked into the audience, placed the face of the monster over his head, and tapped a young lady on the shoulder. She turned around. Nothing. He took off the mask, and she screamed bloody murder. The deformed and twisted faces of horror were developed by Lon Chaney more than a half-century ago. The grotesque has become a science now to a special group of movie makers who believe there is more art to the beast than there is to the beauty. But these painters of gore have gone a step beyond because they have learned how to commit murder on the screen and get away with it. The problem: shoot someone in the head right before our eyes. Child's play for special effects man Tom Savini. Savini did this probably no less than 100 times in the movie Dawn of the Dead. All it takes are some simple everyday items you'd find around any self-respecting mortuary. First, he runs a tube of blood to the victim's forehead and then covers it with mortician's wax. A button tied to some fishing line is inserted carefully in front of the tube. Some more wax, and then it's ready, aim, and... Whoa!
People think I'm, oh, it ranges, you know, weird, sick, you know, all these things. It's just my job, you know. I'm a queasy person myself. If it were real blood, I don't think I could stand it. I'm actually a gentle person. I mean, I'm a sensitive person, and I'm a queasy person. You hold up a spider, you can have anything I have, you know. I'm scared of spiders, you know, so I'm not a sick person.
Tom Berman is another Hollywood hitman who arranged the death scenes for the exterminators. He says realism has changed the direction of modern horror.
Well, I think there's a driving interest, or not interest really, a driving desire to see something really horrible. Almost it's a test of yourself, being able to see something that's so horrible that you can't even look at it.
How much longer can this go on? I mean, really, how many different ways can you behead somebody?
I've done about, I would say, 30 decapitations, one kind or another, and I don't recall any of them being the same.
New horror films ordinarily don't have big-name stars. Producers like it that way. Monsters don't need big limos, they don't get temperamental, and they work for scale. Of course, there's some exceptions. Tomorrow, the Queen of Horror. Gentlemen?
You're scaring me.
See, there's two little kids in Beverly Hills. What does your dad do? Oh, he makes people lose their heads. Wonderful profession.
I'm sorry to use this turn of phrase, but cooler heads have prevailed in Spain. The most famous of Nazi war criminals loses again. Those